Let's practice doing a units conversion problem. Let's take the density of lead, 11.3 grams per cubic centimeter, and convert that into units of kilograms per cubic meter. So just picture that for a minute. Gram, you have a sense of what that is, a very small amount of mass. A cubic centimeter, you might be able to picture that. And we're going to change it into kilograms. Recall that that's about 2.2 pounds, and a cubic meter is like a cubic yard, just so we have a sense of what we're doing. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is change the kilograms to grams. So I want to write kilograms in the top, grams on the bottom, so that the grams cancel, and I'm left with kilograms, and then we have to put the numbers in, and kilo is 1,000, so we have 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. So we're going to multiply by that. And now we've gotten rid of the grams and we have kilograms. We've got to get rid of the centimeters cubed. So we have to multiply, and if we put centimeters over meters, the centimeters are not going to cancel the centimeters cubed, because centimeters cubed, as you know, is centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. So we have 100 centimeters in 1 meter. But we need to cube everything. This is where people often make a mistake in doing the units conversion. You can't cube the unit and not cube the number. So we have to cube everything, the unit and the number. Of course, 1 cubed is just 1, but 100 cubed is 10 to the 6th, or 1 million. And now the centimeters cubed divided by centimeters cubed cancels. Actually, it gives us 1, which we don't write. And so we're left with the units we want, which is the only units remaining are the kilograms and the meters cubed. So there's the kilograms, there's the meters cubed, and what are we left for numbers? We have 1,000 in the denominator, and the 100 cubed, that's 1,000,000, or 1,000 thousands. So if you do the math, or put it on your calculator if you need to, you're left with 1,000 times the 11.3. So I started to write that too soon. So what we should write is 11.3 times, not going to fit, 10 to the 3rd. Okay, that's a little sloppy, but if I write this out, try and get it a little neat, the density of lead, the symbol for lead is Pb, equals 11.3 grams per cubic centimeter equals 11.3 times 10 to the 3rd kilograms per meter cubed. So that's the format you should follow. If you do this using an equation editor, of course, it's going to be much neater. If you do it by hand, you just want to try and be careful that everything is legible, unlike the way I did it just now. Let's do one more practice. Supposing in lab we have a cart. We'll do this next week. We'll have a cart moving down a track, and let's say the speed of the cart is 3.45 meters per second. So we measure the velocity in meters per second. And I'm kind of curious, usually we won't use miles per hour, but we tend to think in miles per hour because we're used to that driving our cars. So let's convert this to miles per hour. And because of the space issue, I'll do it in a series of steps. the first thing I'll do is convert the meters to miles. So that means I need miles here, and I need meters in the denominator, and I'm going to multiply by this factor, and the meters cancel. I show the cancellation of the units, and so we have to look up how many meters there are in a mile. Well, I know this because I've done this problem many times. So I know there's 1609 meters in 1 mile. And I don't put any zeros with the 1 because it's exactly 1. That's exactly what a mile is, 16.09 meters. And maybe I can fit this in. Let's try. All on one line. So I want to get rid of the seconds, so I have to have seconds here, and I have to have hours in the denominator. I'll just write it as an H. You could write it as an HR, and the seconds cancel. So how many seconds in an hour? Well, is 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour. So I'm kind of skipping a step. There's 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. So you see what's left here is just the miles and the hours. And so the mathematics is 3.45 times 3,600 divided by 1609. So this is a speed equals the converted speed of 3.45 meters per second is equal to, I'm going to pause. So running that through the calculator, I get 7.719 miles per hour. Of course, that's too many significant figures because the 3.45 that I started with is only 3 significant figures. So I'll round out that last digit. So I only have 3 significant figures. And so I'll report my final answer as 7.72 miles per hour.